Today, I'm going to talk about 5 most common mistakes in IELTS exam with you. Yeah, you're right. It's me again. Welcome back to the channel English with Farshad. The 5 most common mistakes based on my 5 years teaching experience. I've identified the most frequent mistakes many IELTS students are making that prevent them from succeeding in the IELTS speaking test. Here they are together with some suggestions on what you can do instead. Mistake number 1. Writing and reading aloud your answers. Many students practice for IELTS speaking by writing out their answers to questions and then reading them aloud. This is a common technique, but a really bad one for IELTS speaking. Why? Simply because you won't be able to do this in the test, nor can you do it in real life either. The problem: if you practice like this, you will become reliant on this process, and when you have to answer questions quickly in the real test, you cannot. You're too slow to answer. What's more, reading loud sounds unnatural. It will sound like you have memorized your whole answer. What to do instead? Practice speaking out your answers directly without writing or reading them aloud. Focus on listening to audio answers more than reading. Practice repeating sounds without reading. Simple put, you learn to speak better by speaking more, not by reading and writing. Mistake number 2, memorizing answers. Some training schools teach students to memorize their answers to all possible questions in IELTS speaking. This is extremely difficult because there are so many topics and possible questions, and you have no idea which ones you will get. The problem: if you memorize answers and suddenly you forget one word in the test, you will freeze and won't be able to answer. Your memorized answer will not fit and you will be marked down. Examiners are trained professionals and they know if you're giving a memorized answer. What to do instead? Memorize and practice chunks and phrases. Practicing chunks gives you much more flexibility and will make you sound much more natural. What are chunks? Groups of words that often go together and are often pronounced making one sound. They include grammatical chunks, vocabulary chunks, collocations, phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions, and so on. Mistake number 3, using formal English. Some students think they should use formal English in IELTS speaking because they think it is an academic test. They learn written English from literature, newspapers, and academic books, and then practice using complex written phrases in their answers. The problem: IELTS speaking is a test of natural conversational English. You should use informal language in the test, but do avoid slang. Remember, the speaking test is the same for both academic and general models, and you need to use informal conversational English. What to do instead? Learn to speak informal conversational English. How do you practice that? Well, simply learn language and vocabulary from listening. Then you know the language you hear is conversational English. Mistake number 4, learning lists of vocabulary. Word lists are not bad in themselves. Sometimes they can help. However, Many students are given lists of vocabulary in alphabetic order and told to learn them by heart. The problem: word lists give you very little context. This often means you don't know how to use the word, and so that makes it harder to use this vocabulary while speaking. As a result, you may not remember it and may not be able to use it during the test. What to do instead? Learn vocabulary in context. Listen to audios and watch videos to learn vocabulary in context, and then you will also know how to use it. Learn vocabulary by topic, as this will help you connect words and expressions, making them easier to remember. Learning by topic also means you can focus on generating ideas within the topic and linking them together. All of this will help you use vocabulary more easily and fluently. Mistake number 5, the last but not the least. No pain, no gain. Some students believe learning English grammar and vocabulary should be hard work. It's not surprising, given our experience at school is often of teachers telling us how difficult English is and how we must struggle and fight to learn it. The problem: the more negative your feeling is towards English, the more likely you are to give up. Research tells us the more stressed we are, the less we learn. When we relax, our learning increases. What to do instead? Enjoy your study! Make a simple change in your mindset and think that it's possible to learn English and do well in IELTS. It may take time, but the more fun you have, the more you will learn. So guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it and understand it well. Needless to say, if you like this video, please hit the like button for me. You can leave me a comment below. And for the last but not the least, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.